Share this video. As I said, there are two sides to the coin. I'm just going to show my face for a bit, okay? I'm not spending too much. I'm not going to be showing my face throughout this video, okay? I'm sure most of you are aware that I've been in Canada. I came back from Canada yesterday morning. Okay, I arrived in London around about 9, 10 o'clock yesterday, and then by 11, 12 o'clock I was at work. So since yesterday from arriving from Canada, I have had very little rest and I have been working all day today. I'm sure most of you can understand. If you can see me very well, you can see that I look very, very tired. Very, very tired. Okay. I want everyone to share this video. Invite all your friends. As I said, there are two sides to the story. This video is going to be in two parts because I have not gotten the time to actually put together everything I want to discuss, everything I need to show to you guys. Okay. And as I said, we need to relax ourselves. We don't have to rush or come into conclusions too quickly. There are two sides to the story. Okay, you've had one side, and obviously it's my opportunity to state my own side of the story, please. So let's keep on sharing. I'm not going to be showing my face really on this video because I look very, very tired, as you can see. And live chat, nobody should call me. If you have anything to say, please inbox me. I don't want anybody to call me, please. Okay, please share this video, please. Okay, so keep sharing, please. Nobody should call me, please. I know that person calling me, you know I'm on live chat. Please message me. Message me on my other account on Timidayo Bimidum, please. Nobody should call me, please.
It's giving me money. It's showing me best you. And I thank you, Papa.
I am not going to be rushing to say what I need to say, okay? I'm not going to be rushing to say what I need to say, okay? So you have to relax, guys, okay? I have just come back to the house about 20-30 minutes ago, I think. As I was coming into the house, Person Ponda called me, and I've only just come into the house like 20 minutes now. I've not really thought about what I was going to say, but I know I went on to Alashabi's platform when I came into the house, and I did put some comments in there that I was going to be coming out live, which I'm doing. I don't want to show my face. Sorry about that. My face was just showing just now. I don't want to show my face at all. Okay. Okay. So as I said, there are two sides to a story, and I would obviously say my own side to the story. So please continue to share. I am going to be speaking and saying a lot today, but tomorrow is going to be another day where evidences will be displayed. Evidences will be displayed. As I said, tomorrow will be the day where evidences will be displayed. I've not got time to put that together. My PA is going to be putting those evidences together, and my PA is online right now. If there is anything you need to inbox me, please let me know. I'm watching my other laptop. Okay, so continue to share, please. Okay, continue to share. I'm not yet ready to start. I need people to share this video. You need to share this video, please. It's very important to share this video. I'm having a chat with my PA at the same time, please. Okay, I think I'm going to start off now. If you can hear me, please, can you let me know? My PA, if you can. Okay, well, my PA is on my my other account. My PA, if you can hear me clearly, can you let me know? My SA is also online. If my SA can contact me on Temidayo Bimidun via messenger, just inbox me on Temidayo Bimidun. Okay, I'm going to be monitoring what's going on the other computer as well. Okay, so if everybody can hear me, please let me know. There's a lot to talk about. I think I will let me say this from the beginning. I have not stolen anybody's money. Okay, I want everybody to understand that very clearly. I have not taken any money that doesn't belong to me. Every money that was donated to my account, that is to the Barclays account and to the PayPal account, every single penny has been refunded to ESABOD. Every single penny. The only money that has not been refunded so far is about, I'm not sure if it's 120 something thousand naira. That's the money to my GTB account. I will have to clarify that because I've not had time to check. But I believe it was a 109,000 naira, which obviously I think I posted online. And there was another gentleman that paid us 50,000 naira. So if I'm very, very correct, I believe I have about 120, around about 160 something thousand. I will check that anyway. So there's probably about 160 something thousand in the GTB account, my GTB account in Nigeria. ESABOD says she was going to provide a Nigerian account for that payment to be transferred into. So apart from the money in Nigeria, every single penny has been transferred to the coffers of ESABOD. Okay, I shall continue. 1 second. I need to be monitoring because, as I said, I have not prepared for this. So I'm going to be monitoring what my PA is saying on the other computer. 1 second. Okay. So I'm not really going to be reading comments, to be honest. I mean, I have got about 4 computer screens in front of me, but I'm not going to be reading comments. I'm going to focus mainly on my PA. And Tokumbo Motara Blessing, if you're online, can you go on to Temidayo Bimidun and communicate with me on Temidayo Bimidun? That's Tokumbo Motara Blessing. If you're online, can you go on to Temidayo Bimidun and communicate with me via Messenger? Now, let's start this way. I never asked to be Baba IJO, number one. We have to get that clear, okay? That post was thrown to me out of the blues, which I actually accepted. I'm not going to say I did not accept it. It was thrown to me out of the blues. I never asked to be Baba IJO. Yes, I accepted it. I knew it was a challenge. I knew it was a very, very tough challenge, because when you're dealing with people, you understand, when you're dealing with people who obviously, I want to be very careful. I want to choose my words, because I don't want to offend anyone, and I don't want my words to be seen as offending to others. But it is very, very difficult to deal with people. Let me see. Somebody is sending me a message. Let me just, this is somebody I respect, and I'm going to read her message. You know who you are. I'm going to read your message, okay? I am not angry. I want everyone to understand that I am not angry at all. As I said, if I was angry, I would have reacted straight away. I am not angry in any form. Okay, I've seen your message. I'm not going to mention your name. I've seen your message. Okay. Now, I'm sure you guys are aware that I was in Canada for a week, and I spoke to Alashabi a couple of times, and I actually spoke to Alashabi 3 times yesterday. I spoke to Alashabi 3 times yesterday, I believe. She called me 3 times yesterday while I was at work, and we spoke extensively. Before I travel to Canada, 1 second, I'm just going to quickly see what my PA is writing on the other computer. 1 second, please. Okay, I got that. Okay. If I forget to mention that, just make sure, just send me back into that. Okay. Yes. So as I said, before I traveled to Canada, I was doing a job somewhere in I can't remember, I was covering an event. I think it was in, I was covering an event. And Alashabi called me around about 11 o'clock. She called me about 3 times while I was working, but it was towards the end of my job anyway. And we spoke extensively regarding the party and stuff like that. And I did advise her not to go along the route she was trying to go, because it was going to have a negative effect on the party, but she chose to do otherwise. It's her choice anyway. So while I was in Canada, I spoke to Basuno, the PA. I spoke to Lori Comfort as well, a couple of times as well, and we spoke regarding we spoke about money issues and stuff like that. So it was while I was in Canada that I actually transferred the money for the PayPal and the money for the Barclays account. Those money were transferred while I was in, did I say Canada? Yes, while I was in Canada. Okay. So as I was saying earlier on, I spoke to ESABOD yesterday. Was it yesterday? I came back from Canada yesterday, yeah. So I spoke to ESABOD, I spoke to ESABOD yesterday. We spoke about 3 times. And we spoke about the money as well, okay? And one of the things she brought to my attention when we spoke yesterday, one of the things that ESABOD, let me just chip this in quickly. I am not going to be abusing ESABOD. Let's take that clear. I am not going to be rude to ESABOD. I am not going to be angry as regards what ESABOD has done, okay? And I'm not going to react to whatever ESABOD has done. I'm not going to react to it. Yes, I have not really listened to what's been going on To be honest, I have not listened to anything. I think I caught 5-10 minutes of our chat to this evening. I saw that most of what I have heard have been what's been passed on to me by my PA. So I have not really listened to what has been said all over. So I will still have to listen to what ESABOD has said, and I would now have to react to that. But I'm not going to be reacting to that now. And as I said, I am not going to be abusing ESABOD. I'm not going to be rude to ESABOD, and I don't want anybody to disrespect ESABOD on this platform, please. It is very, very important. I don't disrespect elders, and I don't want anybody to disrespect ESABOD. It is very, very important. Okay? Everybody is welcome onto this platform, but please do not disrespect ESABOD. Okay? It is very, very important. Where I come from, we don't disrespect elders, irrespective. We don't disrespect elders, okay? She has a right to do what she wants to do, okay? And I'm not going to take that against her. Please, nobody must disrespect ESABOD. I want to believe that is the case. So let me continue. I'm just going to quickly check on what my PA. As I said, I have not had time to prepare for this. I have been so busy. I mean, I'm sure most of you know that I've been doing some live videos today. That's to show you that I was at work. 1 second. I'm just going to quickly check what's on there. One second. One second, please. Okay. All right, good. So I spoke to ESABOD yesterday, and one of the things we spoke about was the issue of a £400 that has not been transferred. Okay, I must explain how that £400 came to be. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me very, very clearly. PA, if you can hear me, just let me know. Okay, if you can hear me, I'm sure everybody can hear me. Okay, I'm going to be talking about the £400. Every single money that was paid into my Barclays account and into my PayPal account has been transferred to ESABOD, except for the £400. And I'm going to explain the £400, how that £400 came to be. I will be explaining that in detail right now. Today is not the day for evidences. Okay, it might be tomorrow where we would have a longer opportunity, a longer time to discuss this matter further. Okay, so I would go on to talk about the £400. Okay, there was a committee that was set up. That's the ESABOD birthday committee. Okay, the committee was set up, and I think we started off with about 9 or 10 people in the committee. My PA wants me to mention all those in the committee. My PA wants me to mention all those in the committee. I'm going to look at comments now. Are we okay for me to mention all those people in the committee? My PA wants me to mention everyone in the committee. So let me see what people are saying regarding mentioning the names of those in the committee. Because I think it's quite important, because I'm going to be talking about certain people in the committee. It is very, very important. I'm going to be talking about certain people in the committee. So let me try to log on and see comments. Very important. 1 second. I'm going to look at comments now. If you want me to mention everybody in that committee, please let me know. Okay? One second. If you want me to talk about everybody that is in the party committee, please let me know. Okay. I think majority want their names to be mentioned. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to go on to the... 1 second. I'm going to go into the committee members. 1 second. Let's see if I can pull that up. Let's see if I can pull that up. 1 second. Okay. I think we have 12 members in this committee. Okay, let me see how many we have at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 13, 14. Okay, good. When we started, I think we had 10 members of the committee. Then we had 10 members of the committee. I think 2 other people were drawn into the committee that made it about 12, isn't it? But there are 2 names that I don't understand that are part of the committee. I am going to mention all the people in the committee right now, okay? In fact, I'm going to be turning my phone for you to see those members of the committee. I'm going to be turning, okay, actually, I'm going to be showing that from my screen. 1 second. I'm going to be showing that from my screen. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to show my face. Sorry that I was showing my face. Sorry. I'm just going to turn the camera. Okay, so that is the committee. ESABOD committee. You can see my name there. You have Afolabi Michael, that's Pastor Afolabi. You have Tony Fertiga. You have Morun Fire Olani is 77. You've got Olori Comforts. You've got Olurector Oket. You've got Omoba Adetokunbo Motarafa Jemisin. You've got Temitade Gold. You've got Amosun Edward. I don't know who Amosun Edward is. Okay. We had a committee that was meant to be in charge of ESABOD's party. Okay. Whoever added Amosun Edward, you will need to explain who Amosun Edward is, why Amosun Edward is part of this committee. Okay. Olori Comfort is the one that constituted this party committee. Obviously, I never queried it, but Olori Comfort needs to explain why we have Amosun Edward as part of the committee members. From the beginning, when the committee was to be constituted, I stated that I would not accept a fake profile or a ghost profile as part of the committee. So we have Amosun Edward. Whoever Amosun Edward is, Olori Comfort, you need to explain that. We've got Basunu Halima. Basunu Halima is the PA of the committee. Basunu Halima is the PA of ESABOD Herbs and Roots. We also have Fumi Aboderin. We have Hajia Ejekarigbo. Hajia Ejekarigbo was brought in about 1 or 2 weeks ago by ESABOD. We have Kemris Kem. To be honest, I don't know who Kemris Kem is. I'm not sure who is using Kemris Kem. We've got Omotola Balogun as part of the committee members. So that is all we have. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, also 15. If Tokunbo Motarafa Jemisi is online, can you tell me if anyone is missing from this list? I'm not sure if anybody has removed themselves. Okay, but the only question I have with this list is Amosun Edward. We need to know who Amosun Edward is, why Amosun Edward is part of this committee. When this committee was instituted, ESABOD said she was not going to be having any dealings with the committee. The committee was meant to be in charge of planning of ESABOD's party. That was the role of the committee. I'm going to put the phone down now. Okay, so I believe you guys can still hear me loud and clearly. You can still hear me loud and clearly. I'm not too sure who Kemris Kem is, to be honest. Who is? I'm going to click on that profile now, actually. I need to find out who Kemris Kem is. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, I don't want to show that. Okay. Let me find out who is Kemris Kem. Kemris Kem. 8 mutual friends. Kemris Kem. 1 second. 8 mutual friends. Ade White, Esther Boderi. So who is Kemris Kem, by the way? Throughout all our meetings, Kemris Kem never contributed to the meetings we had. So I think Olori Comfort needs to explain who Kemris Kem is, and also who the other person is. Who was the other person again? 1 second. 1 second. Hold on, let me just go into that again. One second, please. 1 second. I'm trying to, hold on, how did I get to the list? Edit nicknames, or hold on 1 second. Okay, participants. So, okay, so as I said, I have a question with Kemris Kem, and I also have a question. We need to find out who Amosu Edward is. Okay, who Amosu Edward is. In fact, I can't even click on the name. We need to find out who Amosu Edward is and who Kemris Kem is. Okay, because these two people are not meant to be part of the committee. They're not supposed to be in there. Okay, so let's continue. Tokumo Matara Blessing, please, if you're still online, can you, if you're around, can you please message me on Temidayo Bimidon? Okay, so let's continue. The committee was constituted. I don't think Olu Rector was there at the beginning, but Olu Rector was brought in as well, like about a week into the constitution of the committee. And as I said, Olori Comfort constituted the committee. And during one of our conversations or deliberations as to what we were going to be doing for the party, we decided to put some money together as committee members. And that money, we had not decided what the money was going to be used for, but obviously it was going to be part of our donations for ESABOD's party. So what that money was going to be used for had not been decided. We initially wanted to contribute £400 each. I think Omotara Blessing. Before I go into that, when the committee was being constituted, I deliberately asked that Omotara Blessing be brought into the committee, because I know Omotara Blessing is the only one I can trust. So I deliberately brought in Omotara Blessing into the committee. Not that she doesn't deserve to be there. She fits being a member of the committee, and she's obviously a very popular fan of ESABOD. So I handpicked Omotara Blessing to be part of the committee. I wanted her to watch my back, and I know I could trust her. Okay? You would all know the role Omotara has played so far anyway as we go on. So, Tokumo Omotara Blessing suggested that every committee member should donate £400 towards the committee, towards the committee donations. Okay, this is not towards ESABOD's party now. This is for the committee's donation. And we had not decided what we were going to do with that anyway. I'm just going to quickly, 1 second, check my PA. Okay, good. Okay, sorry. As I said, I've not planned for this. 1 second. Olori Comfort, I'm going to read your message. Olori Comfort, you said mentioning of the names in the group has got nothing to do with all this. This is what Soji did. Why are you doing the same thing? I am not doing anything that Soji has done. We have a committee that has been set up. Olori Comfort, I am responding to what you've just sent in. I did not read comments, but I spotted your comments. Olori Comfort, we've got a committee, okay? And because I have got to answer to so many allegations, your name is going to be brought into this. Also, Halima Basunu Halima is going to be brought into this as well. Okay, so it will be very, very unfair for me to be mentioning your names without people knowing who are the full members of the committee. Okay, so what I have done is not wrong. Okay, I believe in transparency. There is nothing wrong in people knowing who the committee members are. You understand? I have no problem with you. What's your name again? Olori Comfort. I don't have a problem with you, but I think the world needs to know what actually happened. Okay, thank you very much. So let's continue. My PA, if you spot any comment that you want me to address, please, can you just copy it and send it to me? And just let me know who wrote the comment. If there's any comment that you need me to address, my PA, please copy and inbox me. Now, your name, please. I'm on a live chat. Don't call me, please. You can inbox me or call me after this chat, please. Don't call me now. I guess you might be watching what I'm doing right now, but please don't call me. Okay, please. All right, so as I was saying, Tokumbo Motara Blessing suggested £400. I thought £400 was not too bad, to be honest. But many people thought, no, that is too much. How can we have, that it was too much. Then I think we brought it down to £200. We brought it down to £200. And we now obviously told everybody to try to pay the £200 into either my PayPal account or the Barclays account, which I had given to every other person. So £200 was agreed. Okay, it was a unanimous agreement by all that £200 was what everybody should be able to afford. And no one obviously queried it. No one had a problem with it. As soon as we agreed on the £200, okay, I obviously cannot transfer money into my PayPal because you can't be transferring money from your account into a PayPal account that you are obviously giving to other people. It doesn't work that way. So what I did was I gave Tokumo Motara Blessing £200 to now transfer from her PayPal. Okay, and Tokumo Motara also transferred £200 into my PayPal. So, in a nutshell, out of the 12 committee members, but from the list I have at the moment, we have 14 committee members because we have Abosun Edward and Cambridge Kem. So we have 14 committee members. Out of the 14 committee members, obviously 2 of them are ghosts. Out of the 14 committee members, only 2 people donated the £200 each. Okay, And this is a meeting we had in early January, around about first week of January, if I'm right, around about first week of January. So since the first week of January to date, nobody in the committee, apart from myself and Tokmo Matara, donated a penny towards ESABOD's party or towards the committee's contribution. Not a single person donated a penny, okay? So that is to show you the sort of people that constituted that committee, how much they loved ESABOD, if you guys can understand where I'm coming from. No offense to anybody, but if you cannot donate or afford £200, why did you agree to support it? I think I'm going to be very fair on Olu Rector. Olu Rector was not in the committee when the £200 was decided. I need to be very, very fair on Olu Rector. Olu Rector was not in the committee at the time. Also, IJO Esabodo was not in the committee at the time. So I need to be very fair on those two people. They were not part of the committee. So they can decide, I was not part of the committee where you decided to contribute £200 and I'm not going to pay it. So let's accept that they are not responsible for the £200 payment. For everybody else, were in support of the £200. So when the issue of transferring the money into ESABOD's account came into place, I decided not to transfer the £400 because that was not the donations that was made for ESABOD's party. It wasn't the donation that was made for ESABOD's party. It was the contribution by the committee members. So it is going to be very, very unfair for 2 people out of 12 or 14 to contribute £200 each and everybody else did not contribute a penny. We are not fools. And I stated that I would not release the £400 that was donated by myself and Tokmo Matara Blessing. I mean, people who know me to be a very disciplined and principled human being. It is not fair for us to rock the boat for 14 people. It is not done. I'm just going to quickly look at what my PA has sent in. 1 second, please. One second. I need to be referring to my PA because I have not prepared for this, and I'm sure you can understand. I have not prepared for this. Somebody said, how much did Dorcas pay you? I mean, you don't need to know whether Dorcas paid or not, but we all know that Dorcas contributed money towards the ESABOD's party, and the donations that has been made by Dorcas has been transferred to ESABOD. So I just spotted that comment just now. 1 second, please. Okay. All right. So good. So I spoke to ESABOD. On yesterday, while I was on my way to Marriott Hotel in central London. And I think ESABOD called me about 2 or 3 times while I was driving, and I did tell her I was driving and stuff like that, but obviously she continued talking. And I think I got to somewhere where I could park to now talk to her properly. And ESABOD asked me about the £400, that why am I holding on to the £400? And I explained to her that it was not donations for the party, it was contributions that the committee are contributing. And we've not even contributed it. Everybody has not contributed it. There was no reason why that should be released anyway, because we were meant to decide what we're going to do with the money. ESABOD was not meant to be part of this planning committee. She has stated it from the beginning that she had nothing to do with the party planning. So it was a free thing we did. It was something we all could decide as we wish. Okay? So, and she wasn't happy about that. And she said, okay, you hold on to your £200. Can you transfer Tokunbo Motara's money to me? I thought that was not right. And the only way I would transfer Tokunbo Motara's money to ESABOD was if Tokunbo Motara decides that, yes, I am letting go of my £200 to go to ESABOD. But if she does not do that, there is no way I'm going to transfer that money. It's not going to be possible. I would rather transfer that money back to Tokunbo Motara Blessing, and she can decide what she wants to do. So that was done, and I explained my reason for her, and obviously there was no objection. What she told me was I would call Tokunbo Motara Blessing. Then she now talked about why I think there was an 800 and something pounds that was transferred into ESABOD's PayPal. She asked why that money was pending. Okay, I am going to explain that to you. And let me first explain how it came that I am the one receiving money for the party. Let me explain that to you. I think it's very important I explain that to you. When ESABOD decided she was having a party and that there was going to be a committee, she now said that Basunu Halima should open a PayPal account for the donations. And when Basunu, okay, so Basunu Ali actually had a PayPal account. But that's Basunu Halima is the PA. That's ESABOD's PA. She's got a PayPal account, and she said, I think she said she had not used it for a while, or she's never used it, or something like that. So I now said to her, okay, do you want to find out if your PayPal account works, so that if it works, we would we would go ahead. So I think I now decided to transfer a £1. I think I might have to go into my PayPal today. I now transferred a £1 into Basunu Halima's PayPal just to make sure it was working. So when I transferred that £1, I now called her and said to her, you know what? If we're going to, you know that, I made her to understand that if we're going to be using, because she doesn't want her identity to be known. She doesn't want people to know who she is, or for people to know details about her. That was one of her reservations from the beginning, that she didn't really want to use her PayPal account. So when I now transferred the £1 into her account, I noticed that I could see her email and some other information about her. So I called her and said to her, you know what? Your personal information will be known to anyone donating towards Elashabi's party. So just be aware that your personal information is going to be known. And she said she doesn't want that to happen, that she doesn't want people to know of her personal information, including her name and blah, blah, blah. So I think she went back to ESABOD, and it was agreed that I use my own PayPal account. That is how that came into place. So it wasn't that I came out from the onset to have my PayPal being used for ESABOD's party. My PayPal is a new PayPal account as well. I have never used it for any transaction. I opened it, I don't know, a couple of years ago. It has never been used. So I needed to check whether the PayPal account actually works. So I now ask somebody to send in, because obviously I know I had sent out £1 to Basuno when we were checking to find out whether it works or not. So I needed to know whether it was going to work for people to be sending money into my account as well. So I got somebody, a friend of mine, to send in £1 into that PayPal account so that we can know whether it works or not. And it actually works. So we now agreed that we were going to use my PayPal account for the donations. And I am a very, very honest person. I am very transparent. I am very, very disciplined. Okay? Extremely disciplined. I don't steal. I don't take people's money. I have more than enough. Okay? I have more than enough for me now to be stealing somebody's money. So, when the mantle now fell upon me to use my PayPal account, I said to Basuno, you know what? I want to be very transparent on this. I gave Basuno Halima my email and password to my PayPal. Okay, Basuno, I'm sure you must be listening to this. I gave Basuno my password and my email to log into my PayPal. I have a feeling you gave that password to ESABOD, but I don't have a problem with that. I am going to change my password as soon as I can. There is no money in there, but I will change it anyway. So I gave my password and email to Basuno, and she could log in at any time to check how much was going into the PayPal account. So every transaction that went into the PayPal account, Basuno Halima knew about it because she had the password and she was logging in. I remember the first time she tried to log in, or the second time she tried to log in, because she was logging in from another country, the account was blocked or suspended. So I had to obviously get in touch with PayPal, created another password, and once that password was created, I gave it to her again. So everything was quite transparent regarding the PayPal, and every single payment that came into the PayPal account, Basuno Halima was fully aware of it. So for anyone to say that there has been misappropriation of funds regarding the PayPal, I think that is very, very crazy and stupid. All right? She has the details. Up till now, Basuno, you still have the password. And I can ask you to go and print. In fact, maybe I should open the PayPal account. Let me see. If you guys, let me see. If you want me to open my PayPal account right now, please let me know. I'm not going to be showing anybody's details. As I stated from day one, I will not be disclosing anyone's detail, anyone who made payments. I shall not be doing that. So let me just quickly see what people are saying regarding that. If you want me to open my PayPal account online for people to see, let me know. One second. If you want to open my PayPal account, please let me know. One second, I'm just scrolling down the comments. If you want me to open the my PayPal account, please let me know. I mean, PA, let me know. Should I open my PayPal account for people to see? My PA wants me to open it. I mean, before I open it, let's be honest to ourselves. Sorry. let me be very honest to everybody. Not many people donated towards ESABOD's party. Not many people donated. You understand? The donation was very, very very disappointing, to be honest. The donation made towards the ESABOD's party was very, very disappointing. And I cannot explain why that is the case. I did my possible best to raise money for ESABOD's party. I did my possible best. Out of the committee members, out of everybody in the committee members, I was the only one that was pushing and pushing and pushing for funds. Nobody else was doing anything apart from Olori Comfort, that was obviously selling the Ankara and the Gele. I don't think anybody else was doing anything regarding raising funds for the party. Even those who donated towards Zoe's what's it called, Zoe's outfit and the Gele, I was the one that originated that payment for people to donate towards Zoe's cake and Ankara, or Gele, cake and Gele. Nobody within that committee was really doing anything, to be honest. Nobody. Okay, so 1 second, let me see what's happened. Let me log into my PayPal account. If I can show it that is not going to reflect anything, or let me log in first. 1 second. I'm going to log into the PayPal. 1 second. 1 second. Let me log into the PayPal, and once I've logged in, I would get it. I would come back to you. Just 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Okay, now let me just show you the left-hand side of my PayPal. I'm just going to show you the left-hand side of the PayPal. I'm going to make sure I don't show what I don't need to show. So if you look at the PayPal account over there, you can see that the balance in that PayPal account is 0.07. Okay, you can see that the balance is, who is that calling me? Okay, sorry, I need to pick this up. 1 second, my PA is calling me. 1 second, please. Hold on. Okay, anyway, I've got the earpiece anyway. 1 second, please. One second. Hold on, let me make sure that it's not. I've got the earpiece. Just say something. I just want to make sure your voice is not coming out. Okay, don't worry. I have the earpiece. I can hear you. That's okay. 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 Oh, okay. No, about the first one you said. I think I should. No. You know, you're talking about. You said something about Olori Comfort. Should I think we should leave that out of it. You know, I said nobody in the committee contributed anyway. Okay, yeah, no, I'm going to talk. I'm going to talk about the Ashobi, of course. Okay, all right then. Okay then. Thank you. Okay, thanks a lot. Yeah. Hello, sorry about that. Okay, so that is the PayPal balance. Okay, that is the PayPal balance. I believe you guys can still hear me very well. You can see the PayPal balance. Okay, now I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to go to payment. Okay, I'm going to go to payment. Let me see. I don't want to. I'm trying as much as possible not to show anything. Okay, let's start from here. Okay, let's start from here. So you can see that if you look at that, that is £487.97 euro that was transferred. Okay, that was transferred on the 20th of 18th. I will go back to the date anyway, but look at that first. If you need to screen grab that, you can screen grab that. If anybody needs to screen grab that, you can screen grab that. So you have a minus, you can see that it's minus. That's minus 487 euro. Then the next one, you can see that that is a minus 874 874 pounds. Is that pounds or euro? I'm not sure if that is euro, if that's pounds, to be honest. Anyway, I think, oh, okay, sorry, that is pounds. Then the next one you can see is, the next one you can, there is another minus, which is 947 euro. Okay, let me explain the difference between the 874 pounds and the 974 euro. 874 pounds was what was left in the PayPal minus the 400 pounds. So in a nutshell, the total amount of contributions or donations made towards ESABOD's party was 874 pounds. The 400 pounds on top of it was money that was contributed by myself and Omotara Blessing. Now, you would see that there is an 874 pounds British pounds. Let me explain that to you. That 874 pounds was transferred from PayPal into my Barclays account. It was transferred from PayPal into my Barclays account. Then you have a 947 pounds that was paid, that's euro. You have a 947 pounds that was paid into, no, euro, that was paid into ESABOD's account. You now have a minus 406 British pounds that was paid into my Barclays account. Now, let me explain why we have 406 pounds that was paid into my account. That 406 pounds comprises of 400 pounds belonging to myself and Omotara Blessing, 5 pounds belonging to somebody that paid for two, in fact, this lady, I think this, okay, this is the part of the 2 caps I took to Canada. Thank you very much. I'm going to mention her name. She has a profile on Facebook. It's not a real profile, so I am okay to mention her name. Her Facebook profile is Joy Asiedu. That's not her real name. Joy Asiedu is the person that paid that £5. That £5 was for the 2 fillers that was sold for her in Nigeria. She paid for 3 geles and 2 caps. Those 3 geles and 2 caps were taken to Canada by myself last week. So that £5 was paid by Joy Asiedu. And there's another £1 which you would see later on, which was the £1 I asked a friend of mine to transfer just to make sure that the PayPal was working. I am going to be disclosing that £1 and who paid it. I'm going to disclose her. I don't think I should disclose her name, to be honest. But she's a friend of mine. I don't want to disclose her name because she's not into Facebook stuff. So it won't be fair on her. But you will get to see that. Then, 1 second. Then you can see a £150. That is a donation by somebody for Zoe's cake. I'm sure you would notice that that was published on Facebook. That £150 was published on Facebook. That payment was made on the 11th of February 2018. And you have another £50. That £50, I believe, was made. There's a name there. I'm not going to mention the name, and I'm not going to disclose that name. And that payment was on the 7th of February 2018. And that payment was made by, I'm not mentioning the name. I guess that person is based in America, if I'm right. But I will check anyway. That was a £50 donation towards ESABOD's party. It was a lady that made that donation. Now, let me continue. I'm going to scroll down again. Okay, you know what? Before I scroll down, I'm going to go to the other side, okay, of the dates. I'm going to make sure I avoid showing anybody's details. So let me just pan the camera down, and you can see the balance there. So I'm going to scroll gradually, 1 second, so you can see the dates there. So can you screen grab this, those of you who want to? I know Post and Ponder is doing all that anyway. Can you screen grab that and correlate it to the right hand side? Okay, so you can see 20th of February, and then you can see that as well. I believe you can see that. So the last date on there is 11th of February, which obviously is the £50 that was paid by that lady. I'm not sure if that's from America or so. So you can see the dates, correlate the dates to the figures. Now I am going to go back again and show what's at the top. Let me see if I can show what's at the top. Payments. I can show this. I can 1, 2, 3. I'm going to show the first 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, I can show all this. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to show dates and payments made. You can see that 20th. Hold on, my hands is I'm struggling with my hands. 1 second. So let's start again. Okay, so you can see 20th of February, payment to ESABOD Limited completed. And that payment was €497. You can see that. Okay, and that was the, I'm going to come back to what that £487 is. Okay, it is a payment, because apart from the PayPal, I had a Barclays account that people were donating to. I had a Barclays account people were donating to. So in the Barclays account, the total amount of money in there is £450. And Basunu Halima has access to that as well, so she cannot dispute it. And I'm going to show you online the Barclays account. So if you can see, I'm going to scroll down because I don't want to show anybody's details. 20th of February, payment to ESABOD completed. That was £487. No, €487. Scrolling down again, transfer to bank. As I stated earlier on, I transferred 400 and one second, let me go back again. The first one says payment completed 20th of February, which was 487. Then you have another transfer to bank. That was £874. That was the money that was in the PayPal, less the £400. It was first transferred to my bank account before transferring it to ESABOD's account. So let's scroll down again. Can you see that all those transactions were on the 20th? So what I done was I had to transfer the money into my Barclays account, then from my Barclays account to PayPal. So you can see 20th of February, it says pending until 27th of February. And this was because I had done it £450 to ESABOD, and I wanted to do another transfer the same day, and it was rejected. I think it was, I don't know much about PayPal, but I think because it was a fresh account that had never been used before. That was why it says pending. Okay. So the next one is 14th. I'm not going to show that because that is going to show somebody's name there. So I'm not going to show that. Okay. So let's go. Take that back again. I believe you guys can still hear me very, very loud and clear. Okay. PA, please let me know how long I've been online for. Okay. 1 second, please. Now, okay, let me just scroll up again. If you look at that, can you see there is two? Can you see that red dot over there? Okay, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on that. That is a message from PayPal. I'll click on that. And let's see what it writes. Let's see what's in there. 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not showing anything. 1 second. Just let me make sure. Okay, it's not going to show anything. 1 second. Let's go through what it says. I just want to make sure I'm not showing anybody. Okay, it says, we need some information from you. You tried to send a payment that was over the sending limits set by European law. To lift this limit, the law requires you to confirm your identity. Please provide your information. Okay, so I'm taking the camera away from the screen. If you notice, if you can recall, I did these transactions when I was in Canada. So there was no way I was able to address those issues while I was in Canada, which is why that money is going to be pending until the 27th of February, when the money will go through. So let me see, 1 second. I think there's another message. Oh, sorry, I blocked myself out again. 1 second, let me get back in there. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. Okay. So let me go back to the other, because if you notice there were two, look at that. You see there were two this thing there. Can you see two messages? Now let's look at the second message. Let me turn the camera. Let me turn it this way. Can we all see? Welcome to the new Resolution Center. We introduced a whole new set of features, which means your resolution experience which makes your resolution experience smoother and faster. Have a look. Then if you look below there, it says your account access has been limited. To view and resolve the limitations that have been applied to your account, visit the account limitations page. Okay, let me see what it says there as well again. Okay. Confirm your information. 1 second. Confirm your information. Resolve. Okay, you can see, please confirm your identity to avoid any service interruptions, blah, blah, blah. So this is what I couldn't do while I was in Canada. You understand? This is what I couldn't do while I was in Canada, which obviously meant that ESABOD's payment, obviously which has been paid, would not go through until the 27th of February. So let's go back. 1 second. We're going to go back to the PayPal again. So let me go back to the PayPal. Okay, so we got to 27th to the 7th of February. We're going to continue from there again. So obviously, I'm going to show you the screen on there. 7th of February, we've seen that earlier on anyway. You can see the dates, These are dates of payments and stuff like that. So let's go back to the right-hand side. So this is the right-hand side. I had talked about the £50 earlier on that was donated. After this £50, somebody paid £34.47. That was published on Facebook as well. If you go to my Facebook account, Olatimida, you will see it. That was for Zoe's shoes. Somebody paid £34.47 for Zoe's shoe. Okay, that was posted on Facebook as well. 1 second. 1 second. One second. PA, please, if there's any comment that I need to address, please let me know. 1 second. I think I saw something from Olurector. Okay, no, he just came online. Okay, he's not said anything. So if any of the committee members makes a comment, PA, please let me know what that comment is. Okay, I expect committee members to be online and to be debunking everything I'm saying. Okay, anyway, let's continue. So you can see we have a £50 which we talked about earlier on when I showed the first screen. You now have a £34.47 which was Zoe's shoes. Then you have another £42 which is, what was that for? 1 second, £42. Okay, that £42 was a donation somebody made from the US, and I think that person said that was the first part of their donation to ESABOD. So that probably would have been probably $50 that now turned up to be £42, or maybe it was £40, I don't know. Anyway, that was another donation from somebody from US. Then you have a £20. Let me look at that £20. Okay, yes, that is not for Gilly, because I had to clarify from that person what that £20 was for. I thought maybe it was for a cap, but the person said it's not a cap, it's just a donation for ESABOD's party. Then you have £100. You've got £100. Let me look to the left hand side. Okay, the £100 was donated by somebody, one of the staunch members of ESABOD. I'm not going to mention her name, she knows herself. That £100 was donated by this person. Okay, she's a staunch supporter of ESABOD. Then you have another £20. Let me look to the left again. Yes, this £20 was donated by another lady. Okay, as I said, I'm not going to mention her name. And I'm going to be very, very angry and pissed off if Halima Basuno releases the informations of these people that donated to ESABOD, I'm going to be very, very angry because I made it clear to her, no one's information must be released. Then you have a £104.64 that was donated as well. Let me check. £104, that was, yes, this was a donation by one of ESABOD's funds, £104.64. Then you have a £220. If you recall, I did challenge people in the broadcast list to donate towards Zoe's cake and outfit. And I think 1 or 2 people grabbed it and donated towards Zoe's cake and outfit, because I did say Zoe's cake was £150 and the outfit was £70. So this person that donated £220 was one of those that donated towards Zoe's cake and cap. And if you go to Temidayo Ebimidun, I believe it's on there as my cover picture, I believe. Let me check 1 second. That £220. So every donation that has been made, I had made sure I made it public without disclosing their details. So 1 second, I'm just going to go to Facebook and look for that £220 donation. 1 second. I'm just going to Facebook. Okay, good. So that is it over there. If you see, this was posted on Facebook on the, let's look, on the 19th. You can see that. I'm going to read that for you. We asked for people, you can screen grab it if you want to. We asked for people, I need my glasses, sorry. We asked for people, this was the 19th of February, we asked for people to support the £220 cost of Zoe's cake and outfit yesterday night. And already 2 people have agreed to support and pay for it. Zoe will be wearing 5 outfits and we will have 5 cakes. We still need 5 more lovers and fans of Esther Adutokumo to help support Zoe's outfit and cake. As promised, we don't intend to disclose people's identity as regards donations, but if you want to disclose your donations, please let us know, okay? And that was tagged to how many people? That was tagged to quite a few people. So a lot of people saw this on Facebook, and that is it again. So you can see, I have been very transparent. I have been extremely transparent in everything that has been done, and I must state it for the records. No one gave me cash. No one gave me cash towards ESABOD's party. No one gave me any incentives towards ESABOD's party. Everything I have done towards ESABOD's party has been done with a genuine heart of love for ESABOD. Okay? And I'll go and there are so many things I'm going to be touching upon. You understand? I have paid for 2 photographers to go to Dublin, bought their tickets, bought their hotel reservations, their hotel rooms. I've paid for their hotels and everything. I have done that out of my pockets. So I know there is an issue of a £4,000 that is coming up. I want Basunu Alima and Comfortolaya to come and state to the whole world where £4,000 came from. The £4,000 you are claiming or that ESABOD is alleging that Temidayo is asking for photographers. I want to know where that came from, please. Okay? Where that £4,000 came from, I want to know, please. Basuno Halima and Comfort Olaya, please, you will need to explain how £4,000 came to the public knowledge. Very, very important. Now, I will continue. I'm just going to quickly read my PA's comments. Okay, so let's go back to the PayPal again. So we have seen all this on the right hand side. Okay, so if you want to screen grab that, screen grab it quickly. We are now going to go to the left hand side now. Okay, so that is the left hand side. Because I don't want to show people's names and details, you can see the dates. Screen grab that, and screen grab that so you can tally the dates on the left hand side to the payments on the right hand side. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down again. Everything I'm showing you right now is the complete payment PayPal. As I said, this is a new account. No payment had ever been made into this account, so everything you see would have taken place from the first week of January 2018. So I'm scrolling now. We saw £220 on the 19th of January. So I'm going to scroll down. So the next page that we have that has not been shown to you all is from the 9th of February. So let's look at it now. So if you can see that, that's the 9th of February 2018. Okay, so if I scroll up a bit, you can see that we saw the 19th of February earlier on. I mean the 19th of January earlier on. We saw that. So we don't need 19th anymore. What we need now is from the 9th of February. So you can see that. So 9th of February, 7th of January, 7th of January, 4th of January, 3rd of January, 2nd of January. Okay. Now I am going to go to the right hand side again. So if you look at the right hand side, you can see that we have a £50 that was donated on the 9th of January. We have a £200 that was donated on the 7th of January. We have another £200 that was donated on the 7th of January. Then we have £100 that was donated. I'm not going to mention her name. £100 that was donated because I promised I'm not mentioning anybody's names. If you want to mention your name, if you know who donated that money on the 4th of January, if you want to disclose your identity, that's fair. That's up to you. Now, you can see that we have a £1 donation there. That payment was made by a friend of mine on the 3rd of January. That was where we wanted to test whether I could receive payment into my PayPal account. And below that, you can see that there was a £1.08 that was transferred. That's in euro. It was a £1 that transferred to Halima Basuno, to Basuno Halima. It was a £1, but I guess because she lives in Europe, she would have received £1.88. You can see that. So if you look at the dates of those transactions of the £1, you can see that second, and it was second and third. So the third was payment from my friend to make sure that my PayPal was receiving money, and the first one was 2nd of January to make sure that my PayPal could send out money. Good. So I am going to click on View All now to see whether there is still more payments. Okay. In fact, I think I can disclose Basuno's details anyway, her name anyway. So you can see. Okay, no. If I'm just going to show her surname anyway. You can see that Basuno. I'm not going to show her middle name. You can see that £1 there was paid to Basuno. Okay, let me click on Pay View All and see what we have. So one second, View All, and I believe it's still going to show us. 1 second. I think it's showing us everything anyway. Just let me check. Okay. Okay, 1 second. So this is View All. You can see, I'm not sure, I hope it's not showing anybody's name. So you can see View All. It says View All in the past 30 days. I'm going to click on View All in the past 90 days. Okay. So I'm going to click on that. But before it comes on, let me take the phone out of the screen so that we don't see anybody's details. Okay, good. So we have 90 days there. Okay, you can all see that. There's nobody's name showing. I'm just going to scroll down. So that is all these transactions that has taken place in the last 90 days. And you would recall the first payment or the first activity in or out of my PayPal account was on the 2nd and 3rd of January. So let me scroll down. Let me scroll down. You can see all the transactions. You can see all the transactions. You can see. So can you see that the last transaction there is €108 and nothing more? That is the last transaction. So the last transaction was €108, which was the money I paid to Halima Basuno. And the first transaction there was the £487 that was transferred to ESABOD. Okay. So that obviously clarifies every single payment that was made into my PayPal account. Basuno Halima has got the password. As I speak to you today, Basuno Halima still has my password. I have not changed it, and I've decided not to change it, not until I have given my side of the story. 3 accounts were being used to collect money for ESABOD: the PayPal account, the Barclays account, which is my Barclays account, and the my GTB account in Nigeria. And just 1 second, I'm just going to quickly look at what my PA is saying. My PA said I did not show the £1. I think I did. I'm going to show it again. My PA said I did not show the £1. Let's go back to it again. So you can see the last transaction that took place was 20th of February, €487. Let me just go to the left-hand side. Can you see that? That's the last transaction that took place. And the first transaction that took place was that. Can you see that? the 108 and the £1 from my friend. And I go to the date as well. You can see the date over there. So let me just wait for my PA. Okay, she said I should go and do the Barclays account. I am not going to be doing the Barclays account tonight because I am very, very tired. I am not going to do the Barclays account tonight, but I believe everything has been cleared regarding the... No. I still have to go back to the PayPal. 1 second. I'm going back to the PayPal now. Now, let's go back to the PayPal. There's something I need to show regarding the £200. There are two £200 that were made on the 7th of January. I need to talk about that. So 1 second, please. The two £200 that were made. 1 second. Let me just make sure this person's name is not showing. Okay, good. Okay. Now, okay, I'm going to be showing the last bottom part of the screen. I want to make sure that nobody's details are showing. Okay, so I'm just going to be scrolling up a bit. If you look up, you can see payment from Viva City 1. Payment from Viva City 1. Can you see that on the 7th of January? I think we need to know who Viva City is. That is the £200 that was made on my behalf and on behalf of Tokumo Omotara Blessing. So Tokumo Omotara Blessing owns that Viva City, okay, and you can see the payment there. Can you see that £200? Okay, so I think that needed to be clarified. So that's the £400 that is a bit of problem for ESABOD at the moment. So good. So I think that explains everything regarding the PayPal. Every single penny that was donated into the PayPal. And as I stated earlier on, Halima Basunu has got the password to this PayPal account. Tomorrow, I will come back online. I will let you know when I'm coming back online. I will be talking about the Barclays account. I shall be talking about the GTB account in Nigeria. And I will be talking about the IJO case. I mean the IJO EB, the Gele and the Cap. But before I can talk about the Gele and the Cap, I'm going to be speaking to Shoe Music. And I'm going to be speaking to Ton Alashid. What's her name again? Ton Alatishe. I'm going to have a word with Ton Alatishe and I'm going to have a word with Shoe Music before I come online. I have been communicating with these two people extensively for the past couple of weeks or so, or months. And I need to speak to them before I come online because I would let them understand that I am going to be spilling the bean about everything that happened between us in terms of discussions, how the Geles and the Caps got to me, why they were sent to me. I'm going to be addressing all this sometime tomorrow. So I want to thank everybody for listening to me. We have to be very cautious. We have to be very careful when we make judgments based on one person's evidence. Okay, for the record, I'm going to deny categorically everything that has been said by ESABOD. I have not heard it personally, but my PA has obviously told me. 1 second, I'm just going to quickly read what my PA is writing. My PA said, Busunu said that the paper was overdrawn. That was why it was pending. Why would the paper be overdrawn? I paid ESABOD directly from my bank account. So why would you say the paper was overdrawn? The payment was made directly from my bank's account, so it could not have been overdrawn. So I guess that was a comment Basuno made online. I'm not sure where she made a comment. Let me look again. Okay, 1 second. Sorry, please, just give me a couple of seconds. I'm just trying to see what my PA is saying. Okay. So, as I said, I'm going to come back tomorrow. If I can't come back tomorrow, it might be the day after, because as I said, I just came back from Canada yesterday, and I have been working throughout I came back. So, I mean, I am very tired. I should have been sleeping and resting tonight. Okay, so it is very, very important that you listen to both sides of the story before throwing shades. Okay, as I said, I don't have a problem with I am Alashabi. I'm not angry as regards what Alashabi has said. So many false allegations have been made to my person. I think somebody even said, or Alashabi said, somebody I sent out a PayPal account yesterday. Alashabi, please provide that evidence. You claim that I sent somebody a PayPal account yesterday demanding for money. I challenge you to provide that evidence, please. Okay? No disrespect to you, Alashabi. You said it yourself. You need to provide that evidence. And regarding, I think I also had some allegations regarding myself approaching approaching girls in the Away Nation. Can you provide those evidence as well, please, Alashabi? Because as I said, I'm a man of integrity. I would never, ever do anything that will compromise my position. Never. So I would like to see those evidences. You've made so many. I've not heard it, as I said, but I have been told by my PA. Okay? So I would wait for Alashabi to provide all those evidences. Okay? So I'm going to be going off now. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming online. I'm not expecting anybody to go after Alashabi. Okay, please do not disrespect anyone that is older than you. I would never do that. Okay, I love everybody that has listened to me. I love everyone that has not taken sides. God bless you all. Good night.